Hi all! In the last video we had a look at my visit of Cologne, and if you haven't seen that one yet, be sure to check this description below for it. Mostly because I'll be referencing some parts of it in this video. Anyway, in this video I will tell you about my stay at Frankfurt am Main, which we reached after a ride on the German ICE train, or Intercity Express, from Cologne, which can reach a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Also be sure to click that subscribe and like button as fast as the ICE for more content and to support me. Frankfurt is a large city situated on the river Main, hence its name. The Main is a tributary of the Rhine, which we talked about in the Cologne video, which brings in trade to the city. Historically, anyway. They might still do that. The city melds classic and modern architecture quite well, in my opinion anyway. The area is mostly dominated by skyscrapers, kind of makes it look like Manhattan, New York, and also being one of the few European cities with skyscrapers, it is sometimes referred to as Manhattan. It is also the largest financial center in continental Europe, thus this Euro statue. As for the classic area, we went to Altstadt, or Old Town in English. Here we see some old half-timbered houses, which stereotypically is what people think medieval Europe used to look like. Also, you can find these on many postcards. There's also Romer, which is the seat of the Frankfurt city administration. There also is the old St. Nicholas Church, a medieval Lutheran church, of which I managed to capture some bell chimes. The church has a total of 51 bells, and here's the inside. And here's the Fountain of Justice located at the center of the square. A bit away, there's also the Frankfurt Cathedral, which is the largest religious building in the city. Technically, it's not a cathedral, but a Kaiserdom, or Imperial Great Church. This Roman Catholic Gothic church used to be used as the election and coronation church of the Holy Roman Empire. We also went up its tower, so here are some scenes I've captured. Also close by to these two churches is the St. Paul's Church, a former Protestant church, now used as a venue for displays and events. Most well known is the annual awarding of the Peace Prize of German book trade of the Frankfurt Book Fair. Back in 1848, it was also used by the Frankfurt Parliament as a meeting place. The Parliament is Germany's first publicly and freely elected legislative body. After visiting the three churches, we stopped for lunch at the nearby outdoor restaurant in the square of Altstadt. We had some sausages, sauerkraut, pork chops, rye bread, eggs, and potatoes. The eggs also had a green sauce. The menu didn't give any clarification of what it was, but it tasted great. We also crossed the Iron Bridge, or Eiserne Steg, which spans the Main. It connects central Frankfurt to the Sachsenhausen district. I tried. It is made of riveted steel truces with two bridge piers spanning 170 meters. There are also some love padlocks on it, which is less than on the Hohenzollern Bridge in Cologne, but yeah, they're still there. And after lunch, we visited the Gotha House. Quite the fancy place. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe was born here. This was also his childhood home. Born in 1749, Goethe was a poet, novelist, playwright, scientist, statesman, theater director, and a critic. He is known as one of the best writers in the German language. The museum had many paintings and fictional works, but I also could not capture any images as my phone was incapable of taking good footage in the dark. After that, we tried to ascend the main tower, but we thought the line was too long, and we've seen many enough views of high places already. It is 200 meters tall, 240 if you count the antenna, of which I failed to capture, and it's named after the river. It is also the only skyscraper in the city with a public viewing observatory. In hindsight, it may have been a good idea to go up. And it is the fourth tallest tower in Frankfurt, as well as the fourth tallest in Germany. Following that, we visited the outside of the old Opera House. It was built in 1880, destroyed in 1944, and then rebuilt in 1970s, opening again in 1981. Before its rebuilding, the city's magistrate actually wanted to replace the ruins with a modern office building, but rebuilding it as a concert hall was chosen instead. On August 28, 1981, it reopened to Gustav Mahler's Symphony No. 8. We finished the one-day stay at a Chinese restaurant near the main train station. Unfortunately, I have forgotten to take note of its name. It wasn't exactly on the travel plan. We kind of just ran into it on Münchner Street. We had lamb skewers, cucumbers in minced garlic, and beef noodle soup. It wasn't as cheap as we had liked, but it was pretty good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the summary of my trip in Frankfurt. In the next video, I will be sharing with you my day at Heidelberg. Be sure to please like, subscribe, and share. Bye now.